get decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. You better bring.
First carry for James Conner. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Let's go.
First carry for Peyton Barber. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On third down, it's Conner. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Hey, 55 to mine. Attack. 55 to mine.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Crouch. Shift. 55's my guy, 55. Let's go, team. Let's go. Kill. Yellow.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Kill. Motion.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
On the double.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 57, color, 57, strike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the ground, this is Williams. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Mahomes. And going into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he floated one out there incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. Back to throw. Herbert dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Off play action. Herbert. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
43, 15. Just like that.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Out to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Hey, Ripley.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Carl Nassib able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Nassib in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
43.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. And the kick by Butker is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Looking to throw. Herbert airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Watch 24. Easy. Switch. Get him. Attack. 55 Mike, guys. 55. Exit. Here I come. Mike.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Yellow. All right, 57. Kill. Go. Yellow. Let's go, baby.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Ready. Hey, Haywood. AQ Gator. You got blocked me. 56. Mike, 56. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On 1st down, Mahomes. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Barber on 1st and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get, and you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Look at me. Door. He's Wahoo!
The final shot before break. Herbert, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes, he's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Here we go again. Watch it. Easy.
Now here's Mahomes, rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. But he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Flush to his right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Attack! First and 10. Hey, 15. Shit! Watch twist!
They go play action. Now Mahomes being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Andy Reid never wanted to shy away from taking. He'll go for 2. Now Mahomes goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. That's caught by Howard. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Throwing on third and long. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
From midfield, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mahomes now on first down. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. The drive will start with Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Herbert. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection, escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
43, 15. That's 57.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Forced out to his left, and it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 72 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. 15.
To throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not. And they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they will take a knee here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Kansas City, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
you.